Just received an update.
It's the Think High crew. Yeah.
Just received an update.
Yo. It's the Think High crew. What up?
Just received an
Yeah.
update.
It's the Think High crew. You know.
Just received an update.
It's the Think High crew. What up? It's the Think High crew. Yeah. It's the Think High crew. Yeah. 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 Think High crew.
Welcome to my hood, where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood, where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really tryna ride, step into the buckle up.
Open up the door. If you're really trying to ride, let's go.
Woo! Let's start with a fun fact for this Black History Month. Paul Wall and his wife has been married for 19 years. Fun Black History fact. Shout out to
Still
Paul
tipping on
Wall.
Fofo. Rap
Shout
on
out to Paul
Fofo.
Wall being married to his lovely black wife for the last 19 years of marriage. Nobody's talking about that this Black
Nope.
History Month.
No, you know why? Because he's a white
Right.
straight male, and she's a black queen. Yes.
Yeah,
And ain't nobody gonna talk about it. So I got a fun fact
What
before we
up?
get into the Mindful Monday.
What up with it?
And we can post the article if we need to. That way everybody doesn't think I'm bullshitting. But there's an article that was published in 2017 that says, dun, 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 straight black men are now what, Jason?
White men.
Straight black men are the white people of black people. What the fuck's going on here? Wow, bro. Now, we already know
Oh,
straight white
shit.
men have literally been attacked. And I've been saying it that it was coming to the straight black men.
Mhm.
And here
Well,
it is.
shit, it's
And
been
think
there
about it. If
since
you're going to take
Obama,
care,
if you ask me. I'm gonna just say
right.
that.
But think about this. If you're
2017.
going
Go
to
ahead.
take care, if you're going to take down and take care of, and when I say take care of, I mean take down a organization or a nation or anything like that, you have to take down. This is not against women, but I'm just saying you have to take down the strongest.
Well,
If
they'll
not,
work.
you can't take
Bro,
them. You can't.
it's simple warfare tactics, bro. You go into a country or a group of humans
divide,
or
conquer,
individual,
divide, bastard.
right? But the first thing you have to do is you kill the warriors or you buy them, one or the other. You know what I mean? You
Yep.
either kill them or buy them, and then once you've killed them or bought them, then you rape the women and make the children slaves. Like it's just as simple as
Yep.
that. You know what I mean? It's always been that way, and like to think that just because we've become all this technological advances in human history and all that, to think that we still haven't don't use that in that same method, just use the technology to do it, then you got yourself fooled. I mean, that's the only thing that has changed in 100 or so years is the technology. We have godlike technology with primitive fucking minds. You know what I'm saying? So ooh, let me just
Yeah,
put
like
that out
how
there.
did
But
like if when you take what you just said right there,
Mhm.
how do we honestly expect people to compete if you've got a primitive mind
Mhm.
that's wide open to accepting everything and anything that's pitched to you? by the technology, which is right in your face all day, every day. How does somebody fight against that? You know what I mean?
Right.
You
Yeah.
can't.
It's hard.
Yeah, because you're
I mean,
also
you can.
being flooded with mainstream media and
Yep.
advertising at the same time, which is
Yep.
convoluting all of that.
Yep. And yeah, for sure. Or it's what you want to say, backing it up or giving it support. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like if your target is straight black males, then what you do is you put a black male in the office, and then you know what I'm saying. But he's really not a
An
straight black
inverse
male.
blackmail.
Right. He's
Yeah.
really not, you know what I mean? And kind of the same thing of, what happened last night at the Grammys when you give Killer Mike fucking 3 fucking Grammys, and one of them is best rap album. And I'm sure there's not nan motherfucker who even listening to this show or any other motherfucking show listened to Killer Mike's fucking album and was like, yeah, that is the fucking best fucking one. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just like in that type of sense, or just like in the Martin Luther King sense, everybody's like, hey, Martin Luther King is so fucking dope. Let's follow this guy. He's a pastor. Let's get behind the movement, not knowing that he is
Right.
being funded by the Zionist banking corporations that run the whole fucking world.
You know
know what I
what's
mean?
funny
It's
to
the same
me?
shit, man.
I hate to say it's funny, but you know what's funny is nobody gets arrested in LA for misdemeanors.
Mm-mm.
So why did Killer Mike get arrested for a
Let me tell you like this.
misdemeanor
In Ohio, I mean,
on during Black History Month while he won an award at the
bro,
Grammys? Like, and then you see Jay-Z what he got up there and did. Like,
Mm-hmm.
bro,
bro,
let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. In Ohio, my nigga, in Ohio, they do not come and get you for a misdemeanor bench warrant. They don't come and get you for that, bro.
They
They
don't
don't
have time.
come. Yeah, they don't. What the fuck is the point?
Yeah.
When they're just gonna get you when they pull you over the next time they pull you over, or the next time you come down to City Hall
Which
and
is
need to do some
probably
shit.
why traffic stops are a different level in that area.
Facts. Facts. They don't do that. If Ohio isn't wasting money, time, and resources to do that, Canton, Ohio, at that one in a fucking small, like we have a population of 36,000. Everybody fucking knows everybody. Some of these cops even know the people who have the fucking bench warrants. They
Mhm.
know where they live at.
Yep.
But they don't go and get them. You know what
They're
I'm saying?
just waiting.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
ever go. That shit, you right. No, that shit don't even happen in Ohio, my
no,
nigga. So I
no.
definitely
Well, here
know it doesn't
that
happen
is
in
a
California.
perfect introduction to what I'm going to share with you today,
Awesome.
because basically it is welcome to Weirdville in the
Fucking
skies.
facts.
Everything is off, everything is weird, and if you guys want to answer a really quick question each, we can do it this way.
Yeah.
Do you remember in middle school what you were considered, what group you were associated with?
Okay, yeah.
What?
Well, I kind of was a blend. Like that was like
You
I
got to
was
pick one. You
okay.
got to pick one.
Um,
I was a
I would have
stoner.
been the
'Kay.
yeah. I would have
You were
been
the stoner?
yeah. Well,
I was a cool kid.
Cool kid?
yeah. I guess you like
I mean,
the
I
blend of
I
like
was
the
a quarterback.
stoner.
I
Yeah,
played
sports.
football. I
Yeah,
was a
me
Okay,
too.
so
quarterback.
sports.
I was a
Okay.
point guard.
Yeah.
I was the cool kid, but I was bad as fuck also, and I was a pimp.
So throw all that out the window, because that's what you base your childhood, middle school
that go.
on. We're throwing all of that out the window and we're starting over. We have no
Yep.
titles. We have no understanding. We're seventh graders. We're getting, the lunch plate at lunch, and we are not happy about it. And people are not going to be able to tell you what they need to tell you, how they feel, what's going on with them. And then you're going to give them the wrong kind of drink, and they're just going to start crying. They're not crying about the drink per se. They're
Right.
crying because they have so many other things going on, and they can't tell you, what is going on in their head, or
Right.
they don't have the words to explain it. We have all of this energy that's associated with being like together in groups and fraternizing and friends, but all of those energies are in houses that disengage you from doing it. So you're going to have this
Mhm.
really weird pull to like eat with people and go places with people, and then when you get there you're going to be like, I don't know who these people are. I don't like these people.
Right.
I don't want to hang out with these people. The energy is just very bizarre, and what you say is not going to be what you mean. And if you're asking someone a question, how they answer you is probably not the right answer. You're probably going to be getting mixed signals incorrect information, just a lot of different things, so much so that you won't even know, what to do about it because it's just all over the place. So I would say just just keep your eyes open and just be aware of what's going on around you, what people are doing, and maybe just don't even hold any water to it because it's very likely going to change by about midnight tomorrow night, and this kind of will resume back to normal. But for the next 2 days, everything is going to be weird. Nothing is
Yeah.
going to be normal. People aren't going to drive normal. They're not going to
Well, it
talk
just
normal.
hasn't been.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
been
And
think about
and I
this.
weirder
You want to
every
talk
day.
if you want to talk about normal, I don't even know what that means now.
Right. Not
But
anymore, at
think
least.
about this, bro. So, Killer Mike, he gets into an argument and get a little skirmish before the Grammys, which he's in LA, and gets arrested. But then think about this. I read an article, a woman supposedly smoked some marijuana and went through a psychotic episode and stabbed her husband or dude, whatever, over 100 times, killed him, and she got
Jesus.
off because she was on weed. That's what they said. She was on weed and it caused a psychotic. Now, in my motherfucking lifetime, I have
Bruh.
never in my life heard of that. What
That's weird as
happened
fuck.
probably was she was already crazy and
Yep.
she just happened to have some weed in her system and she had a good lawyer.
Yep.
Because I ain't never heard nobody smoking no fucking weed and going crazy and wanting to stab
Bro,
somebody
ain't that
100
right?
times.
Wait though. So here's the crazy part, no.
And she got off though.
Wait.
That's the crazy part.
Listen. How does a year of 2023 when Doja Cat and Drake have sold and had the biggest numbers streaming in all of this shit for all of 2023, they were the top two behind Taylor Swift, but we're speaking just hip hop rap music right now, okay? How does Killer Mike win album of the year? Absolutely weird. He's been a political rapper for so long now. He's been a political pawn for so long
And he
now.
just said he was going to vote for Trump.
He just said, oh, fuck this shit. But wait though. There's more. So what Nova's talking about that happened is in the same county.
Same county, Ventura County.
Same county.
What?
Same DA. Same
Killer
DA.
Mike won the Grammys, got arrested after he won they came and got him on a misdemeanor charge, and it's in the same county as this woman who stabbed her fucking husband 100 fucking times on some fucking
But
weed.
also, the whole county and area is flooded. It's flooding. Like they have,
Wow, see, I didn't even know that part.
yeah, the whole thing. They're getting a very active northern storm, and most of the riverbeds or the overflow areas are so full. They've got people evacuated from their houses. They've got fire and rescue and Red Cross out. That you can't even drive in half the town. So it's
Right.
very weird.
It is weird. Even Jay-Z stood up there and said the girl with the most Grammys, aka
And-
his wife
and you know what?
Beyonce,
While I don't
never
like
won Best
him,
Artist.
While I don't like him, he is making a decent point that things.
But
don't
he
add
was,
up.
but I think that's
But
part of the show, you know?
it is. But the thing
He's
of it
supposed
is,
to stand up for his wife, and like
you
it's like
can't
somebody
come-
scripted this shit.
you can't come 25 years later and then start pointing out
Fucking
the mistakes.
facts,
You've been
bro.
participating in all of this the whole time, and now you want to come to the stage and do a little speech with your daughter? No.
Yeah.
Your daughter got some long ass arms too.
Yeah, why was the daughter up there? I didn't
She's been-
understand.
She's been.
Daughter's
performing
got
with
arms
Beyonce
longer
this
than my
whole tour.
legs. I'm over here look like an alien. to
sorry.
me, bro.
I'm
I ain't gonna
sorry.
lie to you.
That shit took me off guard right there.
But if she does, bro, you look at him, her arms is longer
wait,
than Jay-Z's arms.
Wait, no, you said it, nigga. You said it, nigga. I was just laughing.
She looks
'cause
like a
I can-
praying mantis.
Yeah, or like a grasshopper. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
No, though, you're right though. He did have a point, Megawatt. But I think, like I said, it's all part of the script, kind of like, when Will Smith and the motherfuckers was smacking each other and shit, him and Chris Rock.
Yeah, they
I
gotta
just
have
feel like
something.
Right,
They
and
gotta
then
have something.
they've been having their daughter because like they got her on a couple songs and shit. They've been having her tour
Yeah,
with
she's
her
been
mom and
touring
shit
the
and
whole
everything
year.
like that. Right. So I'm
hmm
sure like there it's a reason why, it's a form of symbolism on top of it, but we all know that they're into that occult knowledge. They know about all that occult shit. And a lot of these motherfuckers, they know the Grammys ain't shit. You know what I mean? But they have to attend or they have to be there or they have to fucking participate because they're in too deep. They've signed these contracts, soul and physical fucking contracts.
Beyonce's
And
finna be a country singer. Watch.
you see that
Watch what I
happening,
tell you.
bro?
Watch what I tell
They
you. She's finna
foreshadow,
do
bro. It's all a stage. They're foreshadowing every
next year.
fucking
She'll
thing,
be on the CMAs. Watch. Country Music Awards.
bro. But
Mark
have you
mark it
not
mark
seen,
it mark
bro?
it
I've
down. I'm
Little
sent you
telling
Nas
you.
heli
X
links.
with
But
Little Nas X.
I've sent you links, Nov, of all of these upcoming black country artists. And I even made a country song like fucking 3-4 months ago just because I was
Yeah,
feeling that vibe.
but you know who's gonna be mad about that and who's gonna get up on the stage and say something? Darius Rucker. He's gonna get up there and be like, "I did this like 10 fucking years ago."
Yep.
He
Yep.
just got arrested too.
Yes, he did.
Damn.
Drinking and
How
driving
you
is
get
no joke.
how you get arrested? How do you just not have your tags right
Expired tag.
and no insurance?
Mm.
And then you get
Pulled over
arrested,
for
but then
expired
and
tags.
But
right.
wasn't he
And I don't
drinking?
know is what nah, that boy was on he had coke on him. Shoot.
Oh,
You could look at his eyes and tell.
Oh yeah, that dude
He
He
said
he was
misdemeanor
fucking wild.
possession.
yeah, misdemeanor possession. They don't want to say what it was because it was some powder. That's what it was. Because if it was weed, they're just gonna say weed. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
or
Period.
they would have
But
said
it's worse than
marijuana.
weed. So his PR, helped cover it up. That's all good. I would want mine to do that too. But this thing about this LA thing, that's crazy, man. The Grammys sucked anyway, bro. Billy Joel, I hate to say it. I ain't even really a Billy Joel fan, but I like his music. But Billy Joel killed every performance that night, and that dude's old.
Right.
That
very
don't even make
old.
no sense. Travis Scott shouldn't. I ain't just hating. I'm just being honest. I'm a viewer
I
of the
haven't watched
show.
it in a long
Travis
time.
Scott's performance was fucking horrible. The
Mm.
dude stood
He's
up there and went
horrible.
B B B B B B B B. I don't even know what he's saying. That's what he said the whole time. And I'm
Wow.
like, what the fuck? Like all these nice ass rappers out here, good music,
Bro, that's what I'm
and this is
saying.
what's
And then
going on.
so I do. There is some shit I do
And the
want
reason why
to.
Doja Cat ain't up there is because the producer that fucking made that beat stole that goddamn
Yeah,
stole
I'm
that shit.
sure. I'm sure there's a lot of reasons why shit ended up the way that it ended up because it doesn't make any motherfucking sense. Like I said, I looked up the numbers. I looked up the demand for certain artists. You know what I'm saying? And there's motherfuckers who are coming out of Paris and other places like that that have had more demand than fucking Killer Mike. Like who have more listeners than Killer
Yep.
Mike. Who you know what I mean? Like
And think
Killer
about
Mike
this, bro.
has never been a mainstream fucking rapper
Never.
ever.
No,
Ever.
the time that he was the most mainstream is when he started that group with those other guys, the Jewels.
Run the Jewels.
Run the Jewels. And that's the most mainstream he's been. Other than that, he's a celebrity in Atlanta.
Bro,
now.
dude is a political activist. That's what the fuck he is. He's been a political activist for a minute. And
His
he
dad
was
was a
Killer
cop.
Mike when the outside of
His
the
dad was an
club,
Atlanta.
and when he was doing them songs with Bone Crusher and shit, you know what I'm saying? That was right when he was going through a transformation. Then he stopped rapping like that, like how he was rapping in that song. He started doing more political style rap. He kind of started sounding like what's his name? KRS-One for a minute, you know what I mean? But more thug with it. Like he was telling black people we need our own banks. Black people, we need to do this. Black people, we need to do that. Oh, you need to stand behind me because we're trying to do this. You know, he Dr. Umaring it up. He got the whole black community behind him. And then he talks shit about the Grammys, how they don't ever let the real artists win and shit like that. This nigga wins 3, and then we sit up here and act like they fucking recognize a nigga now. Like, are y'all
Yeah,
are y'all
that's
really
stupid.
been fucking? Are you really fucking not fucking stupid? You know what I mean? Like, all these fucking
Stupid.
posts I seen, these stupid ass niggas, and I'm gonna call y'all stupid ass niggas right here, right now, because y'all pissed me the fuck off. Watching a motherfucking Illuminati satanic ritual and then being happy when this nigga win 3 of those awards. Then he gets arrested, and y'all like, oh yeah, they always gotta hold a nigga down. What the fuck are you talking about, you fucking retards?
Right.
You haven't looked
Look,
past
think
the
about this,
goddamn
bro.
motherfucking veil yet?
Think about this.
This shit
As
is
much
wild,
money,
bro.
as much money that was behind the Grammys, and as much money is behind him winning, that's enough money to cover up any fucking misdemeanor there is. Okay, so that was planned. They wanted people to see that, and now it's
Yes.
going to be the Grammys is
Nigga,
racist
it's
against
simple
black
like this.
people,
Either,
and white
either
people
they
are
got something
responsible.
on that
When in
nigga
all
mic.
reality, it's not actual. It's a tone
They
of
are.
color skin
Yep.
of white, but it's not white people per
Right.
se that run
I
the
had to
fucking
correct somebody
Grammys.
on their post because they were like, "Oh yeah, the Grammys is racist," and that's another thing. What Megawatt said, she said, you know what I mean? It did what he was saying, what Jay-Z was saying had a point, but like I said, it's part of the motherfucking the show because they're trying to paint this portrait or this picture that the Grammys is fucking, you know, racist and shit. You know what I mean? They want that narrative to spread. It's gonna make everybody view the fucking Grammys again. You know what I mean? Now people are gonna go back and watch it. Now you
And
got
think about
everybody.
it, bro. He didn't say. He said that he basically said Beyonce should have won a Grammy before, but he didn't say
he said she
Beyonce
should
gets
she
paid
should have won
60
for
million. He didn't say that she gets paid $60 million to go perform in countries that are against the United States, though.
right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, and of course not. You know, that's why I was like, how could he be so upset that she's got all
The
of these
Ottoman
Grammys,
Empire, damn
but
it!
she just ain't won a Grammy for Best Artist yet? I mean, how? Maybe people just don't. Maybe people like her music, but people just don't like Beyonce. Who fucking knows? But at the same fucking time, you know, like I said, it does make a point. It does, you know, he does have a point, but it just goes to show how staged the shit is.
Well,
Because
and
But you
also
can't
think
you
about
can't be
this:
calling
if
out.
you own your music, you can choose to be in the Grammy nomination or not. Think about
Yeah, you can. But the
that.
thing is you can't call out the program that you've been participating in since you were 19 and say how wrong it is you've been
facts.
winning the program. This is not. And second of all that really Beyonce, she has a fucking astrologer, the new one to release that album, and nothing more. That's it. She might be a musician, but her astrologer is a better astrologer than she is a musician.
I believe that too. My wife is not a fan of Beyonce, neither am I, because like I said, I see how they use these characters to run the fucking to change the narrative and have people doing shit that's out of character. Just last year, niggas was trying to boycott the Grammys because they were like, "This is some Illuminati shit."
By the way, I think Killer Mike is one of the only males that was not only nominated but won anything at the Grammys.
Bruh. And
That's
then
ridiculous.
bruh, and what's wild was the wildest thing ever is that the nigga's album is not that fucking good.
I didn't even
I'm
watch it.
I'm
I didn't watch it.
extremely familiar with Mike Render, aka Killer Mike, and I didn't even know he had a new album.
Bro, listen, I knew he had a new. Only reason why I knew is because I played 2K. I was playing the old 2K23, and one of the songs came up. A song came up, and I was like, "Oh, that's Killer Mike." And I was like, "Oh shit, well, he got. Is that new?" I'm like, "Oh, because I never heard this Killer Mike, and I used to
Right.
listen to Killer Mike." You know what I'm saying? I like Killer Mike, and I like the fact that he went political with it and was trying to do something positive. But then you see that he was just he's just another plug. He was just another plant. He's just another
Either that,
or they got something
when
on
he
him.
denounced the Democratic Party and
Yup,
said,
or they
"Shit, I'm
got
probably gonna go for Trump," and they
something
said,
happened.
"Motherfucker, we finna hit you right now."
Something happened, bro. Because
Maybe
like I
he's
said,
friends with Jussie Smollett. I don't know. Who knows?
something. Yeah, you're right. Something happened. Either look, because like I said, the night before the
See,
Grammys,
Killer
as
Mike's a
normal,
real dude, though. You know
He
what I mean? Like, I
is.
know him. That's why I said I'm familiar. Like, I ain't best friends with him, but I know him.
Right.
And I mean, for him to be
Well,
involved in this shit like this is weird, bro.
yes, bro. That's
I
what
ain't
I
even
said.
gonna lie.
That's what I said too, bro. I was like, I like Killer Mike. I thought
Because
he
Killer
was
Mike doesn't have that much influence except for in Atlanta.
right. Or and you know, yeah, I would say that. Yep, I would agree with that. I mean, I think he's got some play just because of who he knows in other places. But like you
But
said,
yeah,
like
but
his
as far as his
strongest,
music,
he's strongest.
he's like,
Well, even
He's
with the
not
bank
really.
that even what was that green? Oh, it's a new bank. It's a bank out. It's an all black owned bank, and they be trying to get black. I got emails from them because they want black owned businesses and shit like that to bank with them and shit. I can't remember what it's. He went into
I
business.
wonder who they get their money from.
They went into business with somebody. Yeah, I wonder who
Yeah,
they
I
get their
wonder who
money
that
from
is.
too. But that's what
I
I'm
bet you
saying.
I know what his. I
Bro,
bet
but
you I
that's
know what he is.
even
Yeah,
to be
me too.
approved, bro. That's what I'm saying. Even to be able to, somebody had made a post and they were like, "Yeah, the Grammys are racist and ran by something white people." And I was like, correction. No, he said, but by the same, he said it's ran by the same 8 white families. I said, correction, the same 8 Zionist families. And then
Yeah.
they liked my comment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you got to change that up because the narrative ain't got nothing to do with color. And if
No,
y'all
it doesn't.
motherfuckers think that this shit is about color, or they're trying to hold a nigga down, he won 3 Grammys and he got arrested. If you don't think that's part of the motherfucking show, come on, bro. Like, you just
During
gotta
Black
read
History
between it.
Month.
Come on, man. Come on, say it again. Like y'all.
And then think
motherfuckers
about
saying
this
shit.
too. All right,
It's
think
so
about
obvious.
This right here might sound harsh to some people, but if you just ride with me, you'll understand what I'm saying. So, the Grammys is every year, and so is Black History Month. So why is it that during when the Grammys comes on, half of it is about Black History Month?
Yeah.
That just doesn't make sense. Like it's like if you go if every year it's going to be the Grammys. Every year it's Black History Month. But half of the Grammys becomes a political activist movement for Black History Month when black people don't even know what the fuck that even means
At
hardly.
all.
And half black people don't even like being associated with the shit.
No.
God damn, bro. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
Hell
But you know
no.
what? It's the Think High crew, and we ain't gonna just sit here and be bitching all day. It's
Hell
Mindful
nah.
Monday, and
Hell
we got
yeah.
some numerology and astrology to get into to try to explain why this shit happens like it does. And after that, we're gonna get into some awesome shit.
Let's fucking go. Thank you guys. We're back with another Mindfulness Monday. Appreciate you, Megawatt, for the dope down there in the comments and everybody who was able to make it. Thank you very much. It's time to charge the fuck up. We made it through another motherfucking week. And we're here and we're back. So if you're with us, let's get it in. Today's Monday, February the 5th, 2024. That's Moon's Day. February the 5th, 2024. The energy is going to be a sekis. I like to call it sekis, but it's 6. How I got that? Let me tell you. You just add that shit up. 2 plus 5 plus 2024 equals 2031. 2 plus 0 plus 3 plus 1, equals sekis. So you have 6 or 2031, and that equals 6. You get where I'm going. Anyways, today focus will be peace and harmony and lack thereof. And that's why we recognize the weirdness of all the shit that's happening and going on. There's more shit. There's shit politically going on. There's shit, geographically going on, and it's all just a little bit fucking weird. And today we're going to recognize that peace and harmony or lack thereof, and it's going to be really noticed today. Home and family are going to likely have more of attention. So if you feel like you have family, if you understand that you have family that you've chosen and made family, then you don't technically go by, I'm not talking about blood here. So anyways, similar with the nurturing, health, and healing, and idealistic gestures will be more attended to per se, or more adamant, one might say. Anyways, global number is a 6. Today
What's
is
up,
a
Susan? Hey,
what up,
Jason,
Susan?
Susan. That's Bandit's mama right there.
Yeah, what up, Susan?
It's been a
Yeah,
while. I'm
it's
gonna
been a
bring her up
minute.
so she can talk in a minute.
So the calendar is a 5, but the energy of the global number is a 6. So we'll stick to that. So on a whole global day, 6, caring and compassion, as I spoke before, would be the vibe. It wants to look out for people and ensure that their needs are met. Hence why we give a fuck about what the hell is going on out here in the world, and to bring it to you in a perspective that no one else is. There's an underlining vibration that might tend to smother some folks, though. So not everyone wants to be. You can't fucking, help a snake and not expect to get bit type shit. Some people don't just leave it the fuck alone. Sometimes what one person thinks is helping, someone else might think of as you not minding your motherfucking business. So it's a fine line between doing enough in doing too much, especially if some self-sacrifices have to be made.
Ain't
No
nobody
one
got time for that.
exactly. No one likes those who are intent on playing the martyr just to get attention. Nobody wants to fucking see that shit. It's irritating as fuck.
You know who will be doing too much today and tomorrow?
Who?
The Sages.
Oh, the
Their
Sagittarius.
tall, lanky self are going to be running around crying, doing too many drugs or alcohol. You all need to get it together and get yourself some coffee and do your work.
Facts. So there's really, there's also an air of ideology around today, which you would say. And it's funny how, some of these where I get this information from, they use terminology like that. She was just talking about the Sages. And anyways, there's an air of ideology around your day. Anyways, everyone wants to be the best, almost expects it. And when something happens to knock you off the kilter or whatever, it's easy to get more upset than necessary per se, I guess. Some things deserves to be upset at, spend a little bit of time upset about it and let it pass. But it isn't that today's energy is whiny. 6 has a lot of positive traits, and the best way to deal with that is to look at how you would blend the kindness and the understanding of what today is, and see how that would be more influential on your personal cycle number, or how your personal cycle number will be more influential on that energy. So back and forth, a balance. So the numeric value of the calendar date as well will blend with that. So today's the calendar date is a 5. I mean, if you're on the other side of the world, it might be tomorrow already. But if you're still here with us on the 5th, so look at the energy of the 5, the 6, and then your personal cycle number, and then try to synchronize the 3 numbers and figure out and balance them in kind of like a trinity, because 3 times 2 is 6, 6 breaks down to 3, all that good shit. But that's what I got for today. Today is the second, and I'll throw it down here to Megawatt. She gave us a little bit on what the stars is doing, but she didn't tell us where they all are at. So, and we do need some cards too. So bust it down as I throw this Doochie down.
I don't have cards today, Mr.
Nope.
Jason.
Oh
Sorry.
man,
I'm already
on
on
Mr.
route.
Jason. You make me sound old.
Oh yes, Mr. Jason. So, like I said, the moon has moved into Sagittarius. That's where you're going to get all the Sagittarius crazy action from. They aren't going to want to listen or pay attention. They're going to want to do what they want to do, and they're going to be a little bit whiny. They're going to choose to disengage or disconnect in whatever way that's most comfortable to them. So just be aware. We have several planets in Aquarius, several planets in Capricorn. All of those are groupthink planets that they want you to think bigger, think larger, think grander scale, but they're all above the MC or up the ACDC line in the chart. And so it's like, yeah, you want to associate with groups and you want to be understood and accepted, but you're not really willing to do the work to get there. It's just going to be a really odd, like disconnected.
I know plenty of people like that. They want to eat the bread, but they don't want to bake that shit.
Exactly. And you're gonna find that. And the people who are trying to stay connected and trying to stay in their body and in their brain, they're gonna be like, what is going on? Like, this does not make any sense. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. That's not how this works. So it's just gonna be a lot of like,
Megawatt, did you just use a whole urban line right there? Have your cake and eat it too. Do you know what do you know what the original statement of that is? You can't
Apparently
have your
I don't.
You can't have your Kate and Edith too.
Oh, okay.
Kate and Edith. And you know what? Niggas turn that shit to you can't have your cake and eat it too. I can't believe
all right, then.
I'm sorry, black people on some others. I'm just I found that out, just to let you know. I figured it'd be a cool tidbit.
So just try to use logic and reason when you can, but it will not always get you anywhere because people are just going to be all over the place. And there's really no point in trying to rein it back in because you can't herd chickens into, a small area. That just doesn't work. You're just going to have to let people wander off, do their own thing. And hopefully by about tomorrow at midnight when the moon moves out of Sag, we'll notice a little bit of people acting better. So
More balance. Awesome.
Hmm.
Welcome, guys. We back. We stretched our legs for the
Yeah.
Mindset Mindfulness Monday. Now let's get into this in my novel.
Right. So before we do this, let's just charge up one time and just remind ourselves that your favorite rapper could be a lie.
Oh my
That
gosh.
ain't got this. It's not just rapper. It could be your
Yeah.
favorite anything. And this is the way that the chips
Yeah.
fall.
This is the way that the chips fall. I hope you was betting on me. I've been all this since the windfall. Watching the L coming streaks. Never gave up on the.
By the way, the show, Think High Crew, man, we're up 2,383.3%
Hey.
since a week ago. We moving.
Old me. Been rapping so long, now I'm OG. Supreme of the valley, that's word of the adage. Just at me if you want the whole thing. And it's on me, I don't like the cap. I don't ever rap what I don't live. Keep the hood on tap, and it's a fact. We're only a fraction of my wrist. See, I'm built like that. I don't want it all. I just wanna ball with my bros. Give it all to the kids when we go, and let them know that your favorite rapper is a lie. Yeah, fuck what they talking, been telling you why. Yeah, you thought they was real? Open your eye. Yeah, this shit's not a game, we tryna survive. In a world where music is God, your favorite rapper is a lie.
Told you.
Fuck what they talking, been telling you why.
Told you.
You thought they was real? Open your eye. Yeah, this shit's not a game, we tryna survive. In a world where music is God, your favorite rapper is a lie.
Yeah, might see me walking down Erie at midnight.
Yeah.
We ain't the same on the inside.
Yeah.
Black sheep, nigga still ball like he 6'5".
Hey.
Still put your bitch in the 6'9". I was on ice, pushing that weight up an incline. Nigga had life, all in the back of that Nissan.
Ooh.
Fuck is you talking about? We made a way when Wall Street had us on decline. You niggas is bright till I pop out like a neon. You niggas is hot till I show up with the Freon. We on a whole nother plane. All of my foes is going insane. You know what it is, it's fucking supreme. Yeah, yeah.
Fuck what they talking, been telling you
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're here once again for another Monday or Moon's Day, however you want to say it.
Today we be mindful and we have a mindset of trying to find solutions, but at the same time, sometimes the solution is just to understand or just to know that something's there, just to be mindful of what the
Yeah.
fuck is happening around
And
us.
sitting still and not doing something when you're not sure is actually doing something.
Absolutely. Hey, fun fact, right? Real quick. You have to pass a physical exam to graduate from college in China.
Hmm. A dance
Isn't that
exam
fucking
too.
wild? Yeah, like this shit is nuts. Like I didn't know that. That's just a fun fact that I came across. Just to be mindful of, because I mean, some people might be like, "What the fuck does that even have to do with anything?" I mean, just look at how obese we are. If everybody who graduated from college had to pass a physical exam, we'd be fucked.
I'm just gonna throw this out there, sort of a semi prediction, but I woke up in the middle of the night last night by my guides explaining to me that there's going to be some weird occurrences this year with animals, um, and I think it has something to do with it being the Chinese Year of the Dragon. But like animals like zoo that are in zoos and other um, like organizations that promote keeping them fenced in or caged in and selling tickets and things like that, those kinds of places and organizations are going to experience a lot of issues this year, and you could see animals getting loose a lot or doing crazy things, or licensure being taken away, things like that. So something to note that woke me up last night.
So we might see like a bunch of zoos closing down. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they could close down. They could get violations after an animal escapes or it's not taken care of properly. You could have like animals dying, in captivity. Just all of this idea of keeping these animals that live in not city type places and housing them in these weird zoos,
Mhm.
and they're not gonna fare well this year.
They might go out of business too
They
because
could
people ain't got no
definitely go out
damn
of
money to go
business.
to them.
Well, I mean, they might go out of business because a motherfucker can go to the goddamn zoo because Apple just released those goddamn fucking
Apple
goggles and they don't
Vision
even need to
Pro,
fucking even leave the fucking home to
right?
do any fucking thing no more. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like we don't have to pass a physical exam to graduate high school or motherfucker college. And by the time we fucking do, you know what I mean, and go to college, you know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers ain't in good physical condition or whatever the fuck, because
Most people gain about 15, 20
we got
pounds their
technology
freshman
like
year of
this.
college.
We got technology like this. You know what I mean? Just released, you know, and you know what's so fucking wild? Let me tell y'all something else about that fucking Apple Vision shit. That shit was patented in 2007 when the first iPhone was released. Isn't that fucking some shit nobody even fucking knew?
Yeah. So imagine what they have just
like
sitting
the
on the
Apple
shelves
Vision Pro was
waiting
patented
to
in
bring out.
2007.
You have no idea.
Oh my gosh, there it goes. I knew somebody was gonna think high. I
Right?
knew it. I knew somebody was gonna think high. Like that's the whole point
And then
of mentioning shit like
if you
this.
think about this too, so Apple patented it, that means somebody's been using it until then, or up until then.
Oh,
Apple patented it, the government, or
2007.
somebody's been using it and leased it until now they can, they're gonna come out with
So
the Vision Pros now.
it's crazy because back in like 2000, you know what I'm saying, 2007, you know what I mean? Like they had that shit hooked up to like what were them things called? Where they just played the music and it had like the little circle and what were those things called? Something where you listen to music. iPod. Yeah, they got it fucking attached to it, like you know what I mean? Like the picture of the diagram of the goggles and shit. You know what I mean? They're supposed to attach to the iPod. You know what I mean? And then I don't know how it worked after that, but I was just looking at it. I thought it was crazy because when Megawatt said that, I'm like, well, shit. You mean obviously zoo's gonna close down because you could go literally probably have an augmented reality interaction with a fucking tiger now through fucking goggles.
Exactly.
I was watching that shit all over the internet today.
Man, check this out, man. So I'm last night we're sitting in a restaurant and we're eating, and we just happened to get sat right in front of a TV. So they got the news on, and it's like showing one or two journalists, I guess you call them, and they're out there walking around and interviewing people that are sneaking through this one little spot where the fence
I
ends,
seen
where the wall
that too.
ends,
Yeah.
right? And so I'm just sitting there as a normal individual, right? No experience in law enforcement or anything like that. I'm just experienced in busting your ass. But anyway, think about this. All you got to do is take 2 Border Patrol agents, have an AR-15 in each one of them's hand, and when somebody walks up trying to get through the little gap, they just rack that bit, cock that bit, turn around. And that's all it takes, bro. Then everybody that turns around is gonna say, man, don't go that way. That little spot we was going through, they got two agents up there with guns. We got to find another way. And then you put the drones out and you figure out where they're coming through. This shit is not that hard,
tell the people
bro.
how the immigrants were figuring out where that shit was.
TikTok.
I don't think any of that was even real. I saw that on the news last night, and I think it was.
That's what I was about to say.
Like an entire movie set. Everyone had on extremely expensive clothes. All their hair had been cut within like the last couple days.
Nikes?
Their tennis shoes were bright white, like they hadn't even walked 10 steps.
You walking that far with bright white Nikes?
That's funny that y'all say this because I was watching this dude because I was looking up. Has anybody like interviewed any of these immigrants? Like, is anybody out there doing that? I mean, and then now you can find footage. So it was a dude in New York.
I got an answer for you on that then.
Okay.
So so there's a documentary out here, and I'll post it, but I got to find out the link. But so just to say what I'm about to say is this dude and his brother went to El Salvador just for fun on their own dime, on their own time to document. They traveled from El Salvador to the fucking border. They dirtied themselves up. They made themselves look like and played the part, which they didn't have to dirty themselves up. They probably cleaned themselves up because they had to get the bright white nights to look
Right.
real, right? But think about it. So they get to the border, bro. They said it was dangerous as fuck the whole trip and all that, and you do have to have money to pay this person, that person to actually get there, or they're going to own you when you get into the country, and we know that shit, right? Russian mob's been doing that forever. So is the cartel, all of them. So anyway, and so is the federal government because they know the shit's happening. And they ain't trying to stop it. They telling the motherfuckers pull the goddamn pull the razor wire off, let them come through. What is that bullshit? So this guy gets to the border, and this is what they do. They give you a care package for one, a bunch of gift cards from all these companies and all this shit like that. They give you $1,800 cash and a big ass book bag full of clothes and shit, and tell you to come on in. And then they ask you, where do you want to go?
Yep.
I mean,
This dude.
if I
this
know
dude-
about this,
dude.
everybody else in a
cell phones,
position
he
to
said,
stop
yep.
it.
They give him a cell phone. Yep.
Yeah, cell phone. Yeah, all you know what I'm saying? Like when I say care package, I'm talking about everything that you got on you right now, they get that. Plus money. Plus a bunch of gift cards to go to all these different stores and get stuff. Now, I'm not saying that I don't want people to be able to live and survive, but what I'm saying is it just so happened that the federal government gets involved during an election year.
Exactly.
When I was saying the shit last year, they ain't
there's
give a
something else
fuck.
that goes along with that too. And what's wild is I was watching this dude interview a migrant in NYC who was staying at the Roosevelt Hotel, and he's been there for 7 fucking months.
And you know what? I'm just gonna be honest
7
with you.
fucking months, bro. Ain't
I
no
can't,
fucking way,
and
bro.
I could go. Bro, think about this, okay?
Bro,
You
I've
know
stayed-
me, and I ain't even
Yeah.
got to say nothing. But I can't
Yeah.
even go stay there for fucking 7 months and afford that bitch.
Yeah, I know. It's the Roosevelt
You see
fucking
what I'm
hotel, bro.
saying?
It's
Yeah,
5-star
like, goddamn,
motherfucking
bro.
5-star motherfucking
Wow.
hotel, bro. None of you wouldn't. The
Like,
average
I might
person
go-
ain't got the bread.
Me and my wife might go to something like that for like our anniversary. But we ain't staying that bitch no 7 months. Even during the
But-
weekend,
but-
I'm
but
like,
what's
man, this
nuts though,
motherfucker
bro, is like,
$800 a night.
if I, right, me, right, somebody who don't get half the benefits that these niggas been getting coming into this country, right? If I myself had access to that, bro, I would be on my own in less than 3 months. Nigga, I did the shit in less than 6 months. You know what I'm saying? When I moved out, you know what I mean, on my own, you know what I'm saying, me and my wife type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't take us 7 fucking months fucking free shit, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all of that shit, and we didn't have our own by then. Ain't no fucking way, bro. That's 7 months of money you could have stacked up if you got a fucking job. Tell me right now, Nova, if you ain't have to pay for shit for 7 months, how much money would you really fucking have, my nigga? Ain't no fucking way these niggas ain't got it. He ain't got made enough money to get the fuck out that hotel.
Right?
Ain't no fucking way, bro. So it's like, so then when you see that type of shit, and then you really see motherfuckers bitching and protesting and everything about these actual motherfucking immigrants being out here and what's going on, like a lot of people don't give a fuck about immigrants coming. It's just that the fact that they're illegal. They're illegally getting here,
Right.
and when they illegally get here, they're given a whole motherfucking package. Now think about this, right?
That's the thing. Is like, nobody really gives a fuck. Because I was sitting in that restaurant last night, and as that shit's on the TV, I hear people talking about it. Nobody wasn't like, oh, fuck them, they don't need to be here. They were just like, look, they're just coming through the thing. Like, people aren't really mad at the people. They're mad at our motherfucking government for letting the shit
Right.
happen
Wait,
and
though.
letting us fund it. That's the fucked up part.
Hey, no, you know what runs right into that shit? Okay, so I was doing my little research and I'm falling into this rabbit hole again. You know what I mean? I'm like, what we talking about on Monday? Let me see here. Shit, I was originally wanted to talk about love and how Black History Month and build up for motherfucking Valentine's Day and bust that wide open with how that shit's some fucking trash. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Here we are because so much shit has happened. But on top of that, so I was doing some research. You know, when you file your taxes, guess what? You know, they passed the bill in Congress. Oh, what that bill gonna do? Oh, what they passed, Jason? Oh, they passed the bill to, you know, extend the child tax credit a little bit more, maybe a couple $100, give a couple more tax break to a bunch of the Americans and small business workers and 1099ers, and they cut a lot of this and they cut a lot of that. So that's why a lot of these motherfuckers right now, and then would you say at least 40% of the fucking working people in the fucking United States work for who?
The federal government.
Okay, so if that's the fucking case, who's gonna fucking say or bitch about any fucking thing like you said, bro?
Exactly.
Who's gonna say or bitch about it? You know what I mean? Because these motherfuckers, if you understand taxes and understand what they just recently passed and shit like that, and what they're gonna do for 2024 and 2025 and shit like that, is try to give motherfuckers more money and more tax breaks and shit like that. Why? Well, obviously they're doing it right now because it's an election fucking season. But it's funny that, you know what I mean, all of this shit's happening at one fucking time with the immigrants, with the taxes, with the election season. This shit is not a coincidence. Killer Mike winning 3 fucking Grammys, a bitch stabbing her husband 100 times and calling it weed, saying she getting off because it was fucking weed. All this weird ass shit is
And then-
not on accident.
Okay, and then so I think maybe you're done with your rant, because I'm gonna just get real serious real quick.
Yeah, I'm done.
And this might sound hilarious, but this is a real movement, and it's been going on since 2017. Now, straight black men are the white people of black people. It feels counterintuitive to suggest that straight black men as a whole possess any sort of privilege. Okay, now this is written by a guy named Damon Young. Look him up. You'll see he's a guy, I tell you what. So it feels counterintuitive to suggest that straight black men as a whole possess any sort of privilege, particularly megawatt.
Particularly.
Never mind. There you go. The type of privilege created for and protected by whiteness. In America, we are near or at the bottom in every relevant metric determining quality of life.
Lie.
Our arrest and incarceration, I know, right? Get the fuck out of here. Our arrest and incarceration rates, our likelihood of dying a violent death, our likelihood of graduating high school and attending college, our employment rates, our average net worth, our likelihood of surviving past 70. I could continue, but the point is clear. I think the point is clear is that if you put yourself in a fucked up situation and continue to live in that situation and don't ever have the drive to get yourself out of that situation, you might fall victim to one of those things.
This is why I'm pissed off that they did what the fuck they did with this Killer Mike bullshit. Y'all niggas ain't getting it. The reason why motherfuckers think the way they fucking think is because you got niggas like Killer Mike talk about we're last in this, we're fucked up here, we're fucked up there. You got Dr. Umar, black people can't get the fuck along, blah blah blah, all this other shit. We should have never integrated.
And it's like who are you speaking for, bro?
Not me.
You see what I'm saying? Right, like like they're speaking for you, and you're like, bro, that shit don't even apply to me,
bro, at all, my nigga. I have no idea what the fuck you mean right now.
By assessing our privilege or lack thereof on these facts, considers only our relationship with the whiteness and with white America. Interracially, however, our relationship to and with black women is not unlike whiteness relationships to us. In fact, it's eerily similar. We're the ones for whom the first black president created an entire initiative to assist and uplift. Now, that statement right there is absolutely fucking berserk, because Obama came in office and didn't do one motherfucking thing for black folks.
Who is writing this shit?
That's why I said, look up Damon Young and you'll see.
Oh yeah, I'm hip, you know.
Wow.
I remember when I seen that article and I sent it to you, and I'm like, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You discovered this.
Right.
So so it says, we're the ones whose beatings and deaths at the hands of the police galvanize the community in a way that the beatings and sexual assaults and deaths that the same police inflict upon black women do not. Where's the ones whose mistreatment inspired a boycott for the NFL, despite the NFL's long history of mishandling and outright ignoring far worse crimes against black women? What the fuck does the NFL have to do with black women in general.
What they trying to say is because
If,
most of the
unless she's a
NFL
unless she's
players
a
date
fucking
white girls. Like, what the fuck?
unless she's a black cheerleader, what the fuck does she got to do with the NFL? Second of all, if the NFL was racist, why is there black people running the
Well,
fucking NFL? Basically, and the NFL don't give a fuck. My father-in-law said this shit this weekend. NFL don't give a fuck what color you are. You can be purple as long as you good. You can get fucking paid,
facts.
bro.
It's a business.
Get
It's
outta
a
here with that.
corporation, my nigga. Like, and that's what a
Yeah.
lot of people don't understand when it comes to it too. You know what I'm saying? It's a business. Everything's a business. It's a corporation. It's all under the United States business and the corporation. Like, they ain't not about to waste dollars. They don't give a fuck if you're Chinese. You know what I mean? They're not about to. They could charge you more by having the best person available. Then that's what the fuck they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna.
Mhm.
Shit, if it was a white boy dunking from the foul line, then that would have been Jordan, my nigga.
Period. Like, it didn't matter.
It didn't
It
matter
doesn't really matter. It
at
just, you
all.
know, it just so happens that black people have an extra ligament and they can jump higher.
Right.
I mean,
That's
whose fault
genetics.
is
That
that?
nigga, but
You know what I'm
they was
saying?
born
So
with
when
that shit.
so everybody's not created equal. Ding 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 ding.
Nah, especially with common sense too. Everybody's not getting
Oh
a little
God.
bit. And then like when you think about how they got this shit set up, it's a huge stage. So it's like, you know, they come up with this narrative: black people, straight black males. You know what I'm saying? Are the new white males. I mean, it is kind of
And
fucking.
and just sit and ask yourself, what does that honestly fucking mean?
Well, because a lot of the what it means is that statistically, straight black males date white women, and or they date outside of their fucking race, and really, that's the biggest issue with a lot of these pro-black people. You know what I'm
And
saying?
think about this: when did that start? And what government was it? The United States government that started telling black women you don't need a man.
Well, I mean, that was definitely the government.
So then when that
happens,
happens, what happened then? So that makes black men that don't like black men sexually, that makes them either have to search high and low for a black woman they want to be with, or they say fuck this bullshit and they
well,
go
I
date
mean,
outside of their quote unquote race.
You see when that shit was written, though. You know what I mean? That's why I was trying to prove to people, like,
2000, yeah, exactly.
right. I was trying to prove to people that whole presidency of that was, you know what I mean?
That shit was written right after fucking Trump was elected, right after Obama's horseshit had
Yep.
horseshitted all over the
Exactly.
horseshit.
Yeah.
So that power or that energy or that steam came from Obama, and then it was ignited when Trump was elected. And Trump isn't even racist. And if he
Nope.
is, hey, my bad for saying he ain't, but I done
Well,
seen the
well,
motherfucker
that,
around
well, that's
all
what
the most
happens. That's what
influential
happens
black
when you
people.
right, but yeah, exactly. That's what happens when you do that. When you give somebody that much power that it takes so fast that you gotta you gotta put something else in to balance it out. So you know what I mean? Like literally, that movement happened so fast that they had to put the exact opposite type of person in there to balance the fucking energy because
Exactly.
it went
If
too
not,
far too
yep.
fast.
The big money, the people that control it, they knew, whoa, this shit went too damn far. We gotta
Right.
bag it up.
Yes. Yeah, it's going.
Bag it up.
The plan is making the. It was putting the plan that they're trying to put in it.
Because they were like, wait a minute. There's not enough LGBTQ plus people in the United States to buy all of our stuff.
Yeah.
We gotta switch this shit up
Yeah.
and make sure that white men still want to buy our shit.
Mm-hmm. But
Because if not,
right,
then
because
we're
they're
fucked.
the ones who getting turned away right now. You know what I mean? But now, you know what I mean? We're in a state where we're in a place where now they've created the lines. They've been drawing the lines between everybody, and now you
Yep.
could vividly see these barriers that they're trying to put in
Yep.
between.
Well,
you know,
okay.
each
So
kind of
still talking
individual.
about one more thing about the NFL. So, and so I was having this conversation with my father-in-law, and he's just the type of dude, like, he's just gonna be honest about it. It don't matter if it makes him look like a weirdo or whatever, like maybe not in his life too much, but just looking at the situation, he's just gonna just kind of like be honest with it, right? So we're talking about the whole thing, and he was like, well, this is crazy. He said they're coming with this thing to where they want equality in NFL, And I'm like, all right, cool. You know, and I already knew what he was talking about, but he's talking about the coaching. So he's like, basically, they there needs to be as many black coaches in the NFL as there is white coaches. Now, there's population 13%, and you take that in half, you got about 6% of black males. Then you got to get the straight males, because I don't know any gay football coaches, right? So then you got about a 5% or 5.5% of the population that should be up to 50%. Now, I'm not saying that if the coach is better or whatever, and I'm not saying that the NFL is fair. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is why don't they do that? If that's how it's going to be, then why don't they do that with the players? Well, obviously,
Yeah.
because
Well, why don't
the
they
black,
do it with the owner?
obviously, and like my father-in-law said, he said, well, obviously, he said, I'm just going to go out on a whim here and say this and just be honest. He was like, because the black players are better than the white players. And I mean, for the most part, we can get that, right? So does that mean that?
Well, you know why that
that-
conversation was happening though? Because I'm gonna tell
And-
you, like there was there was some back end NFL shit, and I wish my cousin MJ was here right now to be able to tell you more detail about it. But it was because there was a conversation had because there was an NFL player, an ex NFL player, who stated that if there was a race bowl between the black players and the white players, that the white players would get completely demolished. And then like this thing spread like wildfire. Like you had podcast after radio show, news articles, everything about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh, well,
and it's
what
like, who
side would
teaches this?
We're
Who teaches this division?
You know what I mean, and shit like that. Yeah, it's crazy that you say that. It was just because like people were talking about that divide. You know what I mean? Like because they were talking about
Well,
how
I'm
the
glad you
NFL
said
should be.
that. I'm
Yeah,
glad
I'm
you
just.
said that. So like,
I don't know if
think
you
about it.
knew. That's why.
And then also think about it. It's like, what is black?
Yeah,
Because
who
if
knows?
it's
I
the
don't know.
black players, you telling me that they don't have, so Patrick Mahomes is gonna be considered black, but he's fucking white and
But
black.
they had exactly, and they had people arguing. Like
And
people
he's
were
one of the
arguing.
best players in the NFL.
Right,
So
right.
which team would he play on?
Right, bro. That was the like that was part of the argument and part of the shit that people was going through. Like, listen, that whole thing sparked that, and that's so crazy that you and your father-in-law was even talking about that, and y'all didn't even know. I don't know if he knew. He might have knew, but I don't. You didn't know.
Yeah, I
Like,
think he knows the origin of the whole thing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
why he
Okay,
was kind of
cool.
talking to me about it. But it's like
Yeah,
you can't have once you come into a sport and you start delegating, not based on talent, but
right,
based on percentages, etc. That's
right.
fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
what
they.
if they did?
Yeah,
Think about it now. What if they
yeah.
did that on the
But
field?
wait though. What if
What
they
if
did
they
that?
did that on the field?
Then what if they did that in the owner's box though? You know what I'm saying? Because
Exactly. And the
90%
whole
of
shit,
the owners are
everything.
white.
Cheerleaders. What if they
Cheerleaders,
did that with the
everything, right?
cheerleaders?
What if they did that with the fans?
What if I was about to say, what if they said 50% of the fans got to be white, 50% got to be black? That goddamn stadium be
Sorry.
halfway empty.
You can't come to today's game because
Hey, unless
we
unless
reached our
you were
black people limit.
look, unless you went to an Atlanta Falcons game in Atlanta, then you
Oh,
fucked up.
shit.
Because you can't have 50% white fans and 50% black fans. You're gonna have 50% empty. is what
Sorry,
you're gonna have.
Mr. Moats. You're not allowed into this game. You would have breached our Cherokee Indian population. We're only supposed to have
We're
1%.
sorry.
We're only supposed to
Fuck
have
you.
1% in here. 1% Indian. Sorry.
This is ridiculous. If that were to happen, sir, we would get
Bro.
looked at as racist.
I'm just saying, bro, this shit it's getting out of hand with a lot of this shit. Like if you the division, the manipulation, like I said, drawing those lines, like they're clearly doing that from the Grammys. Like I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna give y'all the keys to link y'all to every part of this conversation, y'all. So y'all understand, y'all can follow along that we're not just bouncing around. There's reasons why. There's what you want to say, mindfulness about why these topics all have something in common. So like we're saying is they draw these lines, these guidelines for us. You know what I'm saying? And then you choose to follow them or not. You know what I mean? And it's just wild to see all of to be able to see those lines. You know what I mean? And where they
Instead
begin
of
and end. You know, and then where
instead of
everything
being
blends.
like, think about this. Instead of being like, you know what? If any country wanted to play the United States in a football game, not football as in football as it's known around the world, soccer, but just American football. There's
American
no
football.
motherfucking way nobody on this planet is gonna fuck with America in
Right.
American football.
Right.
So why wouldn't that person say, shit, I'd like to see another country try America in football or something
Yeah.
like that? Instead, they got to make it about a race here, and it's always white and black. And then it always ends up being about white men and black men.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they do talk about black women being oppressed, suppressed, and shit like that. But goddamn, did your mom get like that?
Well, I'm gonna tell
Your
you like
mom
this.
took the opportunity and ran with the motherfucker.
Oh fuck yeah, she did. I mean, it bit her kind of in the ass because now she's overqualified for all the fucking positions, and fucking college degrees don't mean shit anymore.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like she kind of bit herself. It was kind of like a double-edged sword. But at that time,
Right.
yeah,
At that
she
time,
was,
like,
yeah.
and so what's saying that every black woman in America, if they really wanted to do what she
Yeah.
did, they could have done it.
Facts.
God damn, bro. Fucking,
Facts, because she went through shit too. Like, you know what I mean? Her daddy was, listen, my grandfather, you know what I mean, was made headlines in front page newspapers and news because he fucking took the police on a motherfucking high speed chase in the middle of winter in Buffalo, motherfucking New York, tossing keys and birds birds of cocaine out of the fucking window into the fucking river. Like, that was what my granddad was doing. He sat it down for years for that shit. And then, you know what I'm saying, my grandmother was a nurse and was contracted to all the motherfucking hospitals in Buffalo. You know what I mean? And then when they moved, so yeah, every black woman did have that motherfucking
right.
opportunity.
And think about
you know what I mean?
this. So how in the fuck was she a nurse if everybody's so racist? Wouldn't they not want a black woman to come take care of them?
She didn't give up. Hey, see, and you know what? That's what I'm thinking. Like, she didn't let that, even if they were racist, she didn't let that shit bother her. You know what I'm saying? She was
Right.
like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna give everybody the best fucking care, and they're gonna fucking love me anyways. And guess what? All the
Right.
motherfuckers loved her anyways.
Because
even
they're not gonna, once they figure out and once somebody learns, because they've been brainwashed, once
Yes.
somebody pierces through their psyche that, oh God, this is just another human being and they're actually
Yeah.
great at their job.
Yeah, my
That's
wife.
all that
I mean, my
matters.
wife. My mom. She worked in the FBI wanted division. You know what I mean? Her boss above her was a racist chick. You know what I'm saying? She dealt with all of that shit every fucking day. And guess what she did? She said I smiled and would wink at her and blow kisses at her. I just treated her with motherfucking love. And guess what? When I was about to
I
leave,
wish we knew that person's last name
I
because we
know,
could
right?
probably figure out.
Yeah, for real. She said, she might know. I'll ask her. She might remember. She said by the time she was ready to leave, you know, she like when I was ready to move on from the FBI and go do some other shit, you know what I mean? The little bitch brought me a cake and was crying and was sad that I was leaving.
Oh,
I
wow.
was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, that's
She had that Zionist guilt.
Yeah, well, at the same time, it was just like, damn, I was being a bitch. I was being a bitch this whole time to this woman, and she ain't do nothing but treat me
For
with
no
love and
damn
kindness
reason.
for no damn reason, right? And then she finds out, like, oh, well, she's actually a fucking great worker. She makes my job easier as her supervisor, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the woman was fucking, all right, I'm sorry, Annette, for all the years of bullshit that I put you through here. I shouldn't have did that shit. You know what I'm saying? That she broke down crying to my mom when my mom was leaving, you know, got her a cake and shit, and they had a little party
Right.
for her. But I'm just saying,
Well,
you know,
and
that's
you know
just,
what? A lot of times that happens when somebody realizes, holy
Right.
fuck, I've been brainwashed to not like this person. And now I actually know that, like, there's no
When
reason for me to be like that.
Yeah, when you start to understand yourself, you know, when you understand yourself better than, you know, people understand themselves, then you know that a lot of times they're not acting out of them. It's not really them. It's just the things that were taught to them. Those generational curses and shit that we spoke of before, you know what I'm saying, in on other mindfulness and mindset Mondays that have set in. So it's really the same thing. You know what I mean? And then look how broad, or what you want to say, micro the situation goes. So all the way back to yourself, all the way out to how everybody else is manipulated and behaving currently, you know, in this weird ass fucking situation that we are
Yep.
all sharing, you know what I mean, in this consciousness. You know, so we
Well,
just
you
got
know
to be
what?
mindful of where they've drawn these boundaries, where it comes to where they put things for us, like, and then where things are able to blend and where they're not able to blend. When something's oil and water, you just got to know, like, that shit just don't fucking mix. But
Yeah, it ain't gonna mix. It just ain't going to. It don't mean that they gotta hate each other. Like the oil and
exactly.
water doesn't have to hate each other, but they just might not stick together. You know what I mean?
Right,
It might
right.
not mix. Period.
Might not mix, fam.
But we're about halfway through, and I gotta do this, bro. I gotta give a shout out and play a song for Matthew Jones in the room here. This is gonna go out to him for the Smash and Dash. He says now this is basically his favorite song, and so we got to play it for me, and we got to encourage more smash and dashes, right?
Logos on the track.
Shorty, I've been waiting, and I'm losing
What up, sweet angel, baby?
patience. I just wanna
Mindset
taste it. Come and sit it on my face like,
Whoa.
ooh. You soaking out, what you gon' do?
Whoa.
Baby, I got a question for you. Gon' let me fuck or what? Yeah, shit, I'm tired of playing games. I just wanna fuck it up. Yeah, I've been with it all day. You gon' let me fuck or what? Yeah, shit, I'm tryna make a wave. Dive deep, let me put it in a grave. Go to sleep and repeat when you wake, girl. You gon' let me fuck?
It's the way you move slowly, the way your body fit on me. Baby, feeling holy, yeah. Treat me like you're missing my touch every time you move up on me. Oh, I can't deny this energy. Put it all on me. Call me to the gates when you're pulling up. Staring at your face like you're getting up. Got a grip on me, holding tight, and you won't let go. Hands on your waist, baby, take it slow. Tell you that I'll always keep you close. Baby, you know she got me, keep me up, yeah, every
You gon' let me
night.
fuck or what? Yeah, shit, I'm tired of playing games. I just wanna fuck it up. Yeah, I've been with it all day. You gon' let me fuck or what? Yeah, shit, I'm tryna make a wave. Dive deep, let me put it in a grave. Go to sleep and repeat when you wake, girl. You gon' let me fuck or what? Yeah, shit, I'm tired of playing games. I just wanna fuck it up. Yeah, I've been with it all day. You gon' let me fuck or what? Yeah, shit, I'm tryna make a wave. Dive deep, let me put it in a grave. Go to sleep and repeat when you wake, girl. You gon' let me fuck?
I introduced another one to this song this weekend, promoting the movement one at a time, smashanddash.com. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to, throw that in there and reset the room a little bit and get it going and let everybody know that, like, people are smashing and dashing to this music.
It happens. It's love. It's love and life. Today is February. We're in the month of love, aren't we?
We are.
So much. Oh, wait, but not only love, but black people and the love of black people, allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly.
Right. And then, when you say black people, it's like, well, what black people? Black people in America? Okay, so black people come from everywhere, and black isn't even a nationality or a race, just like white isn't. So what the fuck is really going on?
Bro, I've never looked at females like, ooh, I like black girls, ooh, I like white girls. Like, I was always like, ooh, what are you, Greek? Ooh, you Russian? Ooh, you Nigerian? Ooh, you Egyptian? Ooh, you North American? Ooh, you South American? Ooh, from where in South America? Oh, you this, you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was always interested in anybody. You know what I mean? Oh, you're Vietnamese. It was never like, well, you white or black. Like, I can obviously see what color your fucking skin is. There's no need to fucking
Exactly. Allegedly.
Allegedly. To point it out, you know what I mean? But hey, crazy shit, right? So we've talked about, what's going on, in America politically. They've dropped on us a lot more taxes because it's voting season. So that's the newest political news besides the standoff supposedly that's happening in Texas with the federal government and the Texas government. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that, but that's also an interesting story. If you guys have more facts or updates on that, please feel free to hit us up about it. We talked about the immigration crisis that's currently supposedly, hitting New York and Chicago and a lot of these other places around here. Because
you check out thinkhighcrew.com, our trending news, and we got some really interesting articles in there.
We got more up there. We could continue the conversation offline, and you can see where all of this shit really comes from. We haven't really been talking about other countries like Israel and what's going on out of there because we know, there's
I got something to talk about real quick to be mindful of this. the bill that they're passing for
Uh-huh.
immigration,
Okay.
as in to come up with a way to integrate the people that are coming in and to stop some people, etc.
Right.
When they pass that, guess what else they got in there?
What?
They got billions of dollars going to Ukraine and
Oh,
billions
yeah?
of dollars going to Israel.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
nobody wanted that money to go, so they got to use the immigration shit because they know everybody's fucking tired of it.
Oh, my God. My
So now they
nigga.
got to use that to cover up. So it's like, here's what's going on, but underneath the sheets, you got two motherfuckers just getting down with it.
And guess where? Guess where it fucks us in the ass? People are getting arrested for being homeless now. Homelessness
Yeah.
is now illegal except for in 2 fucking states, Washington and Oregon. So you can't set up a tent in any state being homeless anywhere outside and like try to keep yourself safe from the harsh weathers or conditions in any place else. You are liable to be arrested. So we have
Bro,
enough money to send to Israel and to send to fucking
right.
Ukraine.
And you know the reason
But
why these people are out in tents living on the street, for
Be-
one, some of them want to, but for two,
yes,
the Salvation Armies, all of the shelters,
tell
they're
them,
so
tell them.
fucking dangerous, bro.
Yeah, but
They're
and at
so
the same time,
nasty
though,
as fuck.
bro,
And
at the same time,
and there's no money that's actually supposed to be going to those places,
right?
going to those places.
Yes. Also,
But they can
bro,
give people Narcan.
yeah, they sure can, and shit, they.
Shit, man.
That's a. But at the same time, bro, right? They've kicked a lot of homeless niggas out of places
Out
that these,
to
that
put
these,
who in there?
the motherfucking immigrants that we're talking about.
Oh, and by the way, them people that jumped on them 2 cops in New York City, they ain't getting
Yes.
trouble.
That's crazy. And they were fucking like look at the stage. Okay, the world's a stage, right? And what they're showing us on the news and everything is a part of the play. So we're watching a big Shakespearean play out, okay? And it's fun, it's dope, it's entertaining. It's what we do. You know what I mean? Like we're humans, we're creating this shit. We're making it happen. We're rolling with it. We're watching this shit.
Participating.
Yeah, we're participating. We're watching this shit, bro. Like they literally was flicking off the camera on their way to court.
Yeah, like
And
what? If I did that,
nothing-
bro, them motherfuckers finna throw me up under that bitch.
Bro,
I
I
promise
mean,
you.
come
Hey, I'm not gonna
on.
do it. I'm not gonna do this, but I'm just saying, let me kick a police officer in the face and see what happens.
Oh my gosh, bro. Let me be the let me as a black
Let
man with
you
locks.
just walk. No, hold up. I was about to say, let you just walk
Shit.
by the motherfucker. Let you just walk by. Let the straight black male just walk by the shit when it's going on. You might get
Bruh.
tased, bro.
I might get. Oh, he's in it too.
Fuck that motherfucker.
He didn't help the cop, so he's going down.
Yeah, he's a
like,
wait a minute. Is he LGBTQ+? He's not. He's straight. Fuck him.
Yep. Bro,
Stone that
shit-
motherfucker.
that shit is so.
Matter
fucking
of fact,
wild.
strip
So-
his goddamn Grammys from him and
It's
arrest
gotten
his ass
so
on
bad,
stage,
bro. Like it's so bad, right? So like, there's been so much more homeless because of the immigration, quote unquote, immigration crisis, that states have made laws that you cannot pitch tents or try to fucking live. You know.
So
I
then
think
what like so I
like,
got
you
a
can't-
question.
you
So
can't
what
even
do you
that.
do then?
You go to jail, my nigga. They come and arrest you. What else do you fucking do, bro?
Right. So then okay, so somebody that's homeless, it literally just doesn't want to be a part of society. Continue, they fuck with them again, and they're gonna throw
Yep.
them in jail with a bunch of
Yes.
motherfuckers that's ready to eat your ass up. Come
Yep.
on, man.
Yeah, bro. It's
Wow,
criminal. I'm reading this shit, bro. It's criminal. It comes from an investigation.
That's
of
just
the
like the
National
same shit I
Homeless
was
Law
talking
Center.
about.
In
That's like the thing I was-
2019, and they updated it in 2021, and then they did another midsummer update in 2022. In addition to 47 to 50 states in the United States are harboring anti-homeless legislation, these laws could also be affected in the or activated or whatever in the District of Columbia.
Okay,
It says.
so why not? I got a really common sense solution. Why don't we just enforce the border? Then we don't have to do all this shit. It's just
Bro,
like
but
it's
too-
like
but
this. It's like all you got to do is just take the vacuum cleaner and vacuum the floor.
bro.
But instead, you ain't even gonna use the vacuum
Bro,
cleaner that
Killer
you bought
Mike-
for that reason, and you
Bro.
gonna get down there and sweep the bitch? Nah,
Bro,
bro.
Killer Mike won 3 Grammys yesterday, my nigga. Nothing is making sense right now.
and he got arrested for a misdemeanor in the county that doesn't even prosecute people.
Oh,
It was a fucking show, bro.
Bro, he went to jail with the same. He went to the same jail the same bitch went to who stabbed her husband 100 times
100
on
times.
weed. On weed, cause she was on weed. Man, I ain't never smoked a joint and said, "Let me fuck somebody up."
I got one for you, bro.
Pay attention,
So check
guys.
this out.
What
The
up?
new Karen, the new male Karen is Gavin Newsom. Check it out. He was in a Target shopping. He gets up to the fucking register. He's about to pay for his shit. Some people come up in that motherfucker and steal some stuff and leave out. He's like, he looks at the cashier and says, "Why isn't anybody doing anything?" And she was like, "Oh, it's because of the governor." She didn't know that was the governor standing there. He got pissed off at her. He started going in on her and said, "I need to talk to your management." He was like, "I don't know where," he said, "I don't know where people get off thinking that this is the governor or my fault." And she was like, "Well, I mean, the governor," she still didn't realize that was him. I guess she didn't give a fuck about the governor in general. She was like, "No, the governor said that if you could steal less than $950 worth of stuff, there's not even a chance of you even getting arrested, much less prosecuted for anything."
Right.
And so now it's going around that how he was acting, right? So instead of calling somebody Karen, he called him up for a Gavin.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's so crazy that a motherfucker can make those type of laws or let that shit happen in their own place of where they run, and then say,
and like, and somebody don't come and just like remove the motherfucker,
right?
bro.
I mean, bro, that is so true though. I mean, we've talked about it before, and like, see, a lot of people might not, have heard our older shows or whatnot. So just to put y'all up the game, there's been laws changed in, I think it was last year. Sometime they made a law to where it's now a felony only if you steal up to $950. Hence why the boosting. I don't know if y'all in the hood or where y'all live at, but let me tell you, the boosting went up. Let me tell you that. I've had several people like, "Hey, bro, I can get you whatever fuck you want." You know what I'm saying? Because
anything. And think about it. How can they do that?
Until it's $950, it's a felony. Now, let me tell you, when I was
it's a
pledging for
RICO.
a frat, it's a RICO.
It's
When I was
organized
pledging
crime.
for a frat, right? We did some stupid shit and we got in trouble for it, and we stole like $500 worth of shit, and they were gonna try to hit us with a fucking felony just because.
Because that's how it used to be. It was anything over 500. Now these motherfuckers done jacked it up to 950 because inflation's have pushed all the shit up.
Well, guess
where
what?
you can't.
Who hurts? Who hurts from it? Not Walmart. They got insurance. Not giant, or not the big corporations, because they can afford to lose. Not Target. They could afford. Listen, bro, they lose $1 billion or $2 billion a year and still make like $12 billion. Like, this shit's fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying?
They already factor it in and price it in before they even go into business for the first year.
Who fucking goes out of business? Well, now they just took Fisher's out. Fisher's here in Canton was more of a local. It was a local fucking grocery market. They took out these grocery. They took out this grocery market. This Marks, all the Apples, all these other local set up grocery markets. You know what I mean? For people in my city, you know what I mean, are gone now. The only thing that there is Walmart.
Yep.
Giant Eagle.
Walmart ain't going nowhere.
Nope. And Myers out there for the rich folks. Oh, and Whole Foods out there. Myers and Whole Foods out there for the rich folks. Walmart and dollar stores for the hood.
And Whole Foods is owned by Amazon. You know they ain't going nowhere. Shit, they can take all the loss they want. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so
they're like, go ahead, fucking steal from it. We'll get on the news. It'll make us more popular.
$950. So now $950 is what will supposedly get you a felony, but obviously everybody doesn't get prosecuted. Everybody doesn't get taken in. Everybody doesn't even get arrested. You know what I mean?
And then think about that. So you could get prosecuted, charged and prosecuted for a felony for stealing $950, but not for stabbing someone 100 times and killing them.
Because you was on
now,
weed,
let me ask a question.
What if you stole something on weed?
That's what I was about to say. You just read my mind. Let me ask you a
shit.
question. Now, I've got somebody close to me that just ran into somebody while they were drinking and killed them. Now, can that, because he just had his preliminary hearing, can that person say, well, it was because I was drunk or I was on alcohol?
No, he can't. No, that's nigga. What?
I was on alcohol, Your Honor. It's not my fault. Like, when does a motherfucker own up for his shit? When do you own up for your shit, bro?
I killed a nigga, but I was smoking.
if anybody can pull up an article other than the one we're talking about, that somebody that literally was recognized as a psychotic episode because of
Bro.
marijuana or cannabis, then show it to
Never.
me.
I've never. I ain't never seen nobody
I mean,
die. I ain't never seen nobody.
and you know what? My father-in-law last night, he was like, "Hey, let me hit that bowl." He's like, "Nah, never mind." He said, "I might end up grabbing a bread knife or a butter knife and killing y'all."
Oh my god.
Just think about it, bro. That woman was already crazy, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm nothing to do with no goddamn cannabis. And then my
Oh.
wife said this shit too. She was like, "What's all this stuff about weed or marijuana or cannabis making people crazy lately?"
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
It's another narrative. They're trying to see if that shit catches. You mean they be doing that shit all the time to see if the narrative will catch. If the narrative catches, and then they'll even pay influencers. They'll even pay. So when we talked about this many other episodes, so just be mindful. Like that. This is a whole fucking game. I'm not trying to scare nobody. Like don't be
The
scared.
FBI has a $27 million budget to pay influencers.
Yes, and for tech
and everything else. Yeah, the technology.
Yeah, technology that's able to monitor what the fuck we do on social medias. On top of Canada, our show in Canada will probably be banned. Feel what I'm saying? Like they even going after influencers in that manner. You know what I'm saying? So like this has gotten way further than
like we were talking about the other day, Ireland soon. If you have a meme in your phone, computer, or anything like that, probably even print it out, it's like on paper, then you will get fucked up and charged with some major shit.
A meme, bro. But listen, check this though, which brings me to this, right along to this. You know what I mean? Mr. Beast. Everybody knows Mr. Beast and all these cool influencers, right? Cool, right? He goes and he does cool shit. He gives people money. He built them water wells in Africa, and he's doing all of this shit, right? But then you dig a little deeper, right? And you find out that he is signed to Night Media, NIGHT. Y'all know who Night Media is? It's an American digital talent management company founded in 2015 by Reed Dutchner. Through his talent management arm, Night Media, the company manages digital creators including Mr. Beast, ZHC, and Safia Nagard. And Disney's the one who owns the right to Night Media indirectly. How do we take that?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so
y'all, oh my God, see.
So like the thing is like, as much as we think that we're ahead of the game and we got a grasp on what's going on, in all reality, we as in humans are fucking so far behind the plan.
Yeah.
Because we as humans look at influencers and think, oh, they're against the establishment. They're not involved. Bullshit. Man, these motherfuckers are smart, bro. Like you said, they got this bitch sold all the way up, man.
I don't know if anybody, I'm sure Mr. Beast is known worldwide. Now, obviously, he's one of the
His candy bars are in Walmart. I can tell you that.
He's the biggest influencer we've seen in our YouTube ages. Now, Justin Bieber, you talking about, there's a lot of people who came up.
Well, think about fucking Jake Paul, bro.
Yeah, Jake Paul, the Paul brothers. There's so many
How
people
the fuck
who came
he get
up
so big like that?
YouTube and Vine. The Vines and the Vine. Remember the Vine? Do it for the Vine. Bet you won't do it. Do it for the Vine.
Oh, yeah.
The Vine. Yeah. That was one of the first one. Like people don't even remember the Vine.
I remember the Vine because there was some people on there called them White Boys, and they got real famous. And one of them lives down here where I live at.
Yes, and there's a lot of them. So like content creation, or what you want to say, was kind of created then. See, I had this argument with people.
The Vine set it off for real.
Yeah, it did set it off. And you got to think though. So like a lot of these people are paid opposition. So you're like, oh, Mr. Beast does great things. Like he literally just came up with the fact that he could get a lot of followers and viewers by giving away money. And he went to his sponsorship and said, hey, I'm doing really good on YouTube, and we did dope on the Vine, but the Vine's not around no more, so we're doing these videos on YouTube. He's like, and they gave him $11,000, and he was like, I'm gonna give $10,000 to a pizza man. I'm gonna buy a $10,000 pizza basically. And they were like, oh, you ain't gonna do that. He's like, yes, I am. He's like, I'm gonna give it to the delivery dude. He's like, and I bet you that video generates so many streams and views that we get more money from that video than the $11,000 that you gave me. And that's all his idea was, right? Was to just give some random PT order pizza. The dude got there, he gave the motherfucker $10,000, and the dude couldn't believe it. He broke down crying and everything. Made for the best dope ass content. You know what I'm saying? So I had somebody say on the internet the other day, my homie Pat. You don't mean to put you out there, brother. I love you. You know, sorry for love, but he said the richest people in the world are not content creators. And I was arguing with him by saying, like, I think the richest, the most wealthiest people in the world were the first content creators, or they were the first people to be able to control it.
Well, I think history is like kind of like just a bunch of content
All of
grouped
it is, bro.
together
Like,
to make you
content
think.
is a cool way to say information. That's
Yep.
it. You know what I'm saying? Because if whoever was the first nigga to put out a newspaper, whoever was the first nigga to make a business card, whoever the first, that's all content. Whoever was the first nigga to dance and be like, hey, look how good these shoes are, and dance in them and show everybody
Yep.
how dope these, that's anything like that. Any
And
kind
who
of,
owns the media? Who owns entertainment?
exactly.
And so if content is involved in media and entertainment and all these things to sway you to buy this or to lean this way or whatever it is,
or to make you behave a certain way. Like it's never, it's not necessarily, you know, just to
take
sell
a
you
knee,
something, but just to take a knee, to pledge the allegiance, to get the shot, the vaccine, to do whatever that they, you know, content like is created. Like y'all remember when Coca-Cola first came out and shit, the people who were making the fucking designing the cans and the bottles, that's content creation, okay? The people who made the fucking recipe. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was like, no, content creation is literally just creation. It's like having a creation rights to some shit. You know what I mean? You're just making something cool, fun, and attractive for people. But you know, content creation is more than just social media, and I think a lot of people haven't realized that yet. You know what I mean? So they don't see how controlled that it really is. They think it's
there's really nothing new under the sun.
Absolutely.
Also, so like content was already being content before the internet ever became what it is now.
Newspaper. It's like your parents like, oh, why are you on that phone all the time? Well, you could have asked them back in the day, why the fuck were you in them books all the time? Because that's how you got your content. Why'd you read the magazine? I asked that dude. He said Warren Buffett and all these other cats, they're not, these billionaires, these top 1%ers are not content creators. I said, are you fucking shitting me, my nigga? I'm like, bro, how did you find these niggas?
Exactly.
Magazine, book, the internet. Nigga, the World Economic Forum, a place where the average motherfucker can't even get close to. They got videos of them niggas speaking. How did that shit get on Instagram?
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like, if it's so controlled, then why am I able to see it?
Right. if these motherfuckers, billionaires, aren't content creators, what the fuck are we looking at?
Yep.
Even if at the least they're third party because they pay people to make the content. Mr. Beast signed to a company that's owned by fucking Disney. Disney is proven to be pedophiles and to push agenda that will transgender kids. They want to open up clinics for transgender babies for transgender boys to get fucking tampons.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
And this who Mr. Beast is signed to. And that's what's just nuts to me. You mean like when you come to find out, and I thought Mr. Beast was cool. It's almost like you just.
I did too. I thought when he went over to Africa and did all that shit, I thought he got, treated kind of bad or whatever. But now I'm like, that motherfucker whole shit was a setup, bro.
What if they knew?
All of it.
What if they knew? They was like, nah, nigga, you with Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of Africa, and we take.
Or what if Disney said? Or what if Disney said, "Here's 10 million. Whoever's involved in this shit over here, we want to popularize this, and we're just gonna kind of make you guys look bad. Is that okay?" They're like, "Sure, give me that 10 million. Run it."
I'm saying, bro, like the dude. That's how we got famous for that shit. And then we sit and we see and we look him and we watch his interviews. And the motherfucker says this and the motherfucker says that. And you realize it's all the same. It's just the same as this fucking Killer Mike winning 3 fucking Grammys, It's just it's all a play. It's not real. It's just motherfuckers making you believe some shit in order to control the way you think, move, and
That's
do
right.
you.
And the song that I'm about to play kind of, it doesn't sum up what we're talking about, but it lets you know that there's a spot where you're most vulnerable, and that's the Kali Yuga.
I'm just trying to make it out to Kali Yuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Get it out that mud, you know how we do it. Yeah, I'm just trying to
When you're in the Kali Yuga, you got to do as the Kali Yuga.
make it out to Kali Yuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Ain't no fucking love, you know how they do us.
Yeah, eyes out. They want a nigga blind to this shit. Fuck around, find out. Niggas really God in this bitch. Just watch how I
That part.
move. It's all in my genes, DNA of an 80s baby. I should have been born with a triple beam, now that's balance.
That part.
Bitch, I trap hard. NASCAR with that pack. Hit the gas, make them circle back. Niggas got Jesus running laps. Told them then I keep with that bag. I'm in the 12th house with them 9 guys. Pushing fire all through this tripod. Holding yo God in the glass. Left the field talk for them field niggas. Whips and chains all real killer. No mask on so it feel realer. I'm not black, I'm God. Still nigga, so try Jesus, don't try me, or you gon' end up in your fucking grave quicker, nigga.
I'm just trying to make it out the
Gotta be
Kali
mindful
Yuga.
of what the fuck's going
All
on.
this fucking darkness, you know how we do
not,
it.
they got
All
you.
these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Get it out that mud, you know how we do it. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it out to Kali Yuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Ain't no fucking love, you know how they do us. Yeah, I blow smoke in the devil's face. Loud enough to keep hell hot. Cold enough to make your bezel break. All this dope in my trap house. A nigga fuck around, might catch a case. Press pills, fentanyl, nigga fuck around, see Baphomet. Ain't no love, this triple black. They'll shoot it out like Cinemax. Then double back with a bigger strap. It's a different path, but they into that. Yeah, fuck around, play with the guys of the dark, nigga, you'll get death. Yeah, fuck around, play with the fire, the L, nigga, you'll get wet. Yeah, cocaine, Mary Jane, we done had it all on the interstate. Yeah, cocaine, heroin, seen them put it all in they veins. Yeah, brain full of octane, OG to the face. Yeah, shit, ain't nothing changed. Nigga still tripping and I'm feeling like Cobain.
Ain't nothing changed. Still tripping. Feeling like Cobain. You know what I mean? Think about it. Ain't nothing changed. We're still tripping. Feeling like Cobain, like you ain't got no way out. Boom, I'm out of here. Fuck it. I got nothing.
Shit back. Right.
Yeah.
Feeling like, but it's like that though, because I was just about to say, bro, that makes so much sense that you say that, because I wanted everybody to be mindful of the fact that we don't want to scare you, right? This ain't to scare you. Oh, they're doing this. Oh, this is what's going on.
Oh, this
Hey,
is the
look,
opposite of
this
fear
is-
porn.
Yeah, this is just to make you aware. You know, to bring in awareness. I'm not trying to say, hey, be afraid of the media. Be afraid.
Or hey, hate everything. Or hey,
Yeah.
don't
Or because-
like anything.
Because listen, it's like this. The app, like, what do they tell you about knowing the law? What do they say? Just because you don't know the law doesn't mean that you're not supposed to fucking follow the law. Like, you know, just
Exactly.
because you don't, ignorance of the law doesn't mean you're exempt. Ignorance of the law doesn't mean you're exempt of the law. So like, if you just don't know them, so it's just like that. You just have to be aware so that you know how to fucking move. You know what I mean? So like, if you knew how to move when you get pulled over by a cop, then you know what to say, do, act, behave to get that motherfucker right out your motherfucking head. You know what I mean? But if you're not aware, if you're ignorant of the law, then you end up fucked like a lot of people. So that's just a good
Yep.
example of how it works on a wider or bigger spectrum, on a bigger vibration, on a macro level. That's how we have to move as humans. So being aware of what the fuck is going on. What up, Tick? Well, being aware of what's going on is very important. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on, guys. So like we just trying to tap in a couple hours that we get with y'all live about what we found out was going on. If there's anything that's that's something that you guys would like to inform people to be mindful of or want to be mindful of, you're more than welcome to hit us up at thinkhighcrew.com. Join the forum. We have discussions in there. You can always come live on the show with
Yeah, just
us.
make
You
a
know.
post. You know what I mean? Just
Mhm.
you ain't got to be scared because we don't monitor it like all these other social media platforms do. As long as you ain't being a total fuck face, you can say whatever you want to in there. And
Yes.
if you got a question, it will get answered or we'll try to answer it.
You need some help? Like, hey, I need to talk to somebody about some
Hey, I can't
route.
pay this motherfucking light bill. Shit, drop it
Well,
in there. Who knows, right?
yeah, or it's just like somebody at least might give you a chance to make some money. You know what I mean? Like
Right?
you don't know. You know what I mean? It's just we're just a group of cool motherfuckers who fuck with each other. And you know what I mean? If you got something that needs promoted or something, holler at us. Let us know. Like we could do ads on here. We could do them under the table, over the table. You know what I'm saying? The Podbean has a link for us that you can go and sign up to use this to do ads. We're here to help you, help us, help you.
Right. Or you don't have to go through that process. If you wanted to,
No.
you could just hit us up and
You
just
can
tell us,
DM
and then we
us.
can create the ad ourselves and
We
we can do it
can. If you
all.
have a script that you want for yourself to want us to say, you could fucking do that too. And you know what I mean? Like, and you know what I mean? We're barters as well. So you know what I mean? If you got something available for us that might not necessarily be money, we definitely take other shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? For
Exactly.
those
I
services.
accept car titles. I accept house deeds.
Bitcoin.
I accept Bitcoin. I accept trust funds. All that
Shit,
shit.
hey, put it like this: if you're a producer and you got some beats, we take a couple
we
beats. You
accept
know what I'm saying?
if they're good,
If they're
if they're
good,
good, and if you have the stems. Because
a
if you
tick,
don't
you
have the
gonna need a
stems and we can't mix.
tick. You go ahead. We'll drop an advertisement for your podcast, tick, and you can just send me some of them empanadas you be making and shit. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
love that. You know what I mean? I take that. I'll take that as payment. But I'm just, just letting y'all know how cool, this is what we do around here. And we just we weren't trying to scare nobody. It kinda is scary though, you know what I mean? When you got your government paying millions of dollars to motherfuckers
Well,
while
just
you
think
got
about
people
it,
being
bro.
homeless and you
If
got
you're a
all this other
straight black
shit,
male, if you're a straight white male or a straight black male, and you don't really know what's going on, you could be a little scared at this point because you could be like, "Damn, man, like, why is it that masculinity is all of a sudden so toxic? What did I do? I'm just me."
yeah. Shit, bro. But at the same time, you know what, man? I think what they're really afraid of is not even super masculine, man. But I think they're afraid of balanced men. And I think that
Yes.
they call balanced men toxic masculinity, but it's more of the fact that them niggas is just balanced with both feminine and masculine energy to the point
Because
where
I
you
can sit
can't.
here and talk like a beast, bro, and go outside and really get down with somebody if I need to. And I can come in
Yeah.
here and talk to my little puppy like, "Oh, it's so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute."
Bernardo, listen, nigga, you use a motherfucking Swiffer mop as good as you use an AR-15. Ain't nothing wrong with
Hell yeah.
that, bro.
Not a damn.
If I could program my wife's shit, because I'm not the handyman as in maybe Nova will build a fucking house and my nigga Benji y'all they'll build a house. I'm more the type that'll fucking maybe program a computer or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like my wife fucking needs that shit, then I'm like, oh yeah, bet. You know what I mean? Like I can tap into a feminine energy that a lot of males don't like to tap into, and that they for some reason have a narrative
Feel weird.
against. You know what I mean?
And they
Like,
feel weird. Like, "Oh, I ain't doing that shit. No, I ain't
and,
doing that." It's like, what do you
and this is
mean,
how
bro?
you know
You've been
what the
conditioned to
Obama
think
did.
that.
But this is how you know that, like that article from 2017, right after Obama shit. This is how you know that shit worked because niggas like Andrew Tate and them niggas became super dumb popular out of nowhere
Yep.
because
Yep.
niggas didn't have somebody to look at that was bucking the system. Anybody who was bucking the system, even though I don't agree with half of the fucking logical shit that the nigga says, or illogical shit to me that
Right.
the nigga says, but at the same fucking time, he is saying fuck the system, and the system is fucking him for it, and that's why he can't
Hmm.
even leave the country that he's fucking in. But that's how it happens. That's how you see it. So they call
Well,
him
we could say Andrew Tate and we could say Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, yeah. But and then at the same time, bro, you know what I mean, like. both of them niggas is, you know, you can have reasons to look up to them for, you know, and then at the same time when you take a even broader look, you be like, man, the world is a motherfucking stage. Like,
Yeah,
these
don't
niggas could
fuck
just be-
around and think your hero is actually gonna be what you think he is. No,
Don't be
'Cause,
mad
hey,
when you try to go get that autograph, like
he's
Chameleon
going
said.
he's going to grab him by the pussy too.
My nigga Chameleon said
You know
he
what I
asked
mean?
Michael
Like,
Jordan. He asked Michael Jordan for an autograph his jersey that he just paid $17,000. He just bought a Michael Jordan jersey for $17,000. One of the jerseys that he wore in like one of the finals games or some shit. Chameleon bought it, and then he went up to Michael Jordan and asked him to take a picture and sign his fucking jersey that he just spent $17,000 on. And Michael Jordan said, "I don't take pictures with niggas."
right? And then
As
Chameleon was like, they see me rolling, hating.
Bruh, ain't no fucking way I would have chin checked Michael Jordan with such a ferocious Hadouken uppercut.
Yeah,
from
I'd
the
have made
bottom of
him.
my
I'd have
soul.
made him beat my ass. I would have let him too. I would have just said, "Shit, I'm suing the fuck out of you."
Oh my gosh, bro. Ain't no fucking way I spent $17,000 on your motherfucking jersey. And back then,
And you ain't gonna sign
$17,000
it?
was. You can't sign it and take a picture because I don't have a vagina?
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, we fighting.
And that's why Michael Jordan, that's why he got busted out for cheating on his wife, and he had to take half of his money or more than half and lose it because he was like that. See,
Right.
there's too much masculinity. I'm not going to say it's toxic, but you're unbalanced.
Well, that's a
like you
term.
said.
Understand this, guys. That's a term that wasn't even created by men or a man, or I guess it was created by a psychologist who was studying
Yep.
prisoners.
Hey, Jason, check it out, bro.
What up?
Everybody, listeners, I got a vet appointment at 2:30.
Let's get it, Dan. Look,
I'm not even going. I'm gonna let it run out. You
No,
could take it.
you good? I don't got shit, bro. It's mine, so it's mine for this money. You ain't about to leave me on here talking.
All right.
And
Well, I just
blah,
didn't want to
blah.
cut it short for everybody,
No,
but
you're good. You're
I got
good,
a
bro,
new
'cause we
puppy,
got
and
like
this is his
15
first
minutes.
vet visit. Yep.
Yeah, it's only 15 minutes left, guys. Yeah, shout out to Louise.
Right,
What's
Winnie
her name
Louise.
again? Winnie
Winnie,
Louise. Shout out
Winnie
to
Louise.
Winnie Louise. We want her to be our mascot. So you know, whenever y'all, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna make some fucking photos or make some mascot pictures for us and throw them up there. But yeah, Winnie. But yeah, for sure, do what you gotta do. Get Winnie checked out. I appreciate everybody for stopping by for Mindset Mindful this Monday. Y'all know we be back for Fuck Around, Find Out Tuesday. There's a lot of shit that we fuck around and found out.
Tomorrow's gonna be good.
Yeah, we'll wrap. It's gonna be a rapid fire too, because it's gonna be many different topics and a bunch of fun shit going on. So definitely. Oh, and Taco
Yeah.
Tuesday, Tick says. So yeah, it's also Taco Tuesday and Fuck Around Find Out Tuesday. So I'll see y'all tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, right here on Podbean. Same.
Yeah. Peace out, y'all. And just know that straight black men are the new black people of the new white people of black people. So however you want to look at that, just marinate on that, and we'll be back tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out thinkhighcrew.com and fuck around and find out.
Mr. Be Great. See you, bro.